to Sidenote Suplex. Today's topic, Ivelisse issues statement on her AEW departure and issues with Thunder Rosa. So let's start months ago, back to the beginning, to see where this heat began. You remember back in the end of 2020, Ivelisse, Diamante, they won the first ever Women's Tag Team Cup tournament. Ivelisse even earned her shot at Thunder Rosa's NWA Women's Championship. But it was in that match that news broke, and if you were watching, you could tell something was a little off, and there were some shoot strikes allegedly, and Thunder Rosa took offense to what went down. This article is out of eWrestling. Multiple media outlets have confirmed reports that during the Wednesday, September 16th, 2020 episode of AEW Dynamite on TNT, the AEW women's match between Ivelisse and Thunder Rosa saw things get physically heated between the two to the point where they reportedly exchanged actual legitimate shoot-style strikes at each other during various points. The incident took place when Ivelisse was uncooperative with Rosa. Apparently, Rosa did not appreciate the no-selling, which prompted the two women to begin exchanging shoot strikes. Sources also noted that Rosa and Ivelisse were having trouble getting along backstage prior to the match, which likely boiled over once they were actually in the ring. Now, back in November of 2020, Thunder Rosa joined Bully Ray's Busted Open radio show and spoke on the situation. Bully Ray stated on this episode, "I know what I saw with my own eyes. Talk to me about you and Ivelisse's in-ring relationship and how you can work together despite the fact that you might not be the best of friends." Thunder Rosa responded, "You know I never had any issues with her. I want to put that out there. I worked with her in Lucha Underground. I worked with her in other promotions. I thought the match was going well, and then you guys saw what you saw. We made it work, we finished, and nobody got hurt. To me, that's the most important part. You have to make it work, and that's what I attempted to do even until the finish. I made sure my opponent was safe at all times, no matter what happened in between. This is not MMA. They are not paying me a bunch of money to kill you. This is a dance, and I try to have the best dance possible. That's what happened." And then she went on to say, if this person decides to go and bash me on social media, that's their prerogative, not mine. I do business very differently, and that's the reason why people respect me as a person, as a wrestler, and as a woman. It's just going to look bad when I try to go to a bigger company, because they will be like, why are we going to hire this person if this person is beefing with people? Then Ivelisse later came out and said, in regards to the match, "I won't comment much about it, but I will state obvious facts according to it. Whenever it comes to pro wrestling, I'm obviously the vet within the equation, so that pretty much should say a whole lot to anyone that knows anything about pro wrestling. They can put two and two together. I don't take people trying to disrespect me with those facts. It's kind of self-explanatory what happened, and anything that comes up along those lines." So let's fast forward now to 2021 and the current situation with Ivelisse leaving AEW. Ivelisse took to Twitter and announced she is no longer with AEW. History repeats itself, unfortunately. I speak up about mistreatment and get let go. That's life. Now, allegedly, she was signed to some sort of per-event deal, but not a full-time contract. Rumor is that the AEW wrestlers were aware of Ivelisse's pending departure as far back as mid-March. Now, Fightful.com, Fightful Select, they received a statement from Ivelisse after the Twitter announcement that revealed that there was mistreatment coming from a coach in the company. And then she also spoke about Thunder Rosa in this statement. She states, "I spoke up about mistreatment from a coach, even to other women too. There were witnesses and I was the one suspended and left in limbo and just now let go. And nothing has been done at all the entire time about Thunder Rosa slandering my name the entire time in AEW and doing everything to sabotage my position there. I kept quiet. Thunder Rosa also has a history of getting involved with officials in order to get ahead, which there was a lawsuit and everything in Lucha Underground." Now, I did some research on this topic, and when she states there was a lawsuit at Lucha Underground, but Ivelisse was involved in that as well, and that had to do with pay disparities with Lucha Underground and the talent. Then Ivelisse spoke more about Rosa in a few tweets. She responded to a Twitter user and stated, "Nope, it was her being unprofessional. She had done the same thing in LU as well, and was unprofessional hurting my tag partner's jaw the next match and slandering my name the entire time at AEW. Another fan commented and stated Ivelisse seems to have similar problems at every promotion she works for. advising her to look in the mirror at some point. Ivelisse responded and said, "Nope, I don't. Only major companies plagued by politics." And she also stated, "I'm too mentally drained to deal with it, and statement or no statement, no one has the right to slander people or situations they know nothing about." Now, Ivelisse is currently the Shine champion as well. She defended that in late January. She is also the L&O champion Ladies Night Out, where she just retained that title in a Tampa event during WrestleMania 37 weekend. So she's currently working, but she just won't be working for AEW. And a note on Thunder Rosa's contract. I don't believe she's currently under contract with AEW, but it's a per event probably deal as well, similar to Ivelisse's deal. And I know she's with the NWA until the end of 2021, but NWA and AEW seem to have a good working relationship and may expand that in the future as well. Now, I've included a link below, if you're watching this on YouTube, to the match between Ivelisse and Thunder Rosa. You can go back and watch yourself, and you can see Ivelisse's mannerisms and decide for yourself what's going on. Jealousy? Ego? Was the line of professionalism crossed? Just remember, once you're out there, live is live. Just like when you're online, thinking about the content you put out and just being mindful of it, same goes for a situation like that. What are your overall thoughts on the situation? Let us know how you feel and what you think in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more from Sidenote Suplex.